up, Al?
What's going on, honky? Fucking Friday afternoon, day off today. I say it every Friday when I got them off, but they never get old.
It's always nice to have a Friday off.
It is, dude. Yeah, it's the weather's gonna turn to shit here, but
Is it getting cold out there?
no, it was been in the 50s and 60s, but dude, the levee's about to break Led Zeppelin style, and they're calling for more rain today later in the afternoon. I saw 100% precipitation. Wow, I always had trouble saying that word, precipitation.
You said that
Wow.
flawlessly.
Man, I've struggled with that word since I was fucking 6, dude. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, don't fuck up when you say precipitation. Just say moisture. That's the easy one.
Moisture.
Wow. Dude, that's one where I thought about it so much I knew I was going to fuck it up. Wow. That made my day. I actually got feeling a warmth when I said that right. But yeah, the temperature's going down. And dude, the river's higher than fuck. I was down there this morning, dude, and it was funny because I was walking down there, get my little exercise in, and there was a fucking truck. It said, pointing towards a liquor store. It said, truckload liquor sale this weekend, and I was like, man, they must know the fucking levee about to break, dude.
Fucking what? Mississippi's about to fucking overflow.
Dude. Yeah, all these little creeks down here. Yeah, dude, it's high.
All that snow's melting, buddy. It's time.
Dude, I just seen a picture of a dude from Davenport, which is like 20 minutes north of here. I think north. I'm terrible with directions, but they said the river's so high, people were just fucking grabbing catfish out of the water. That's what the picture was. And he's walking through an intersection down there with this fucking like 4-footer, dude. I was like, God damn. But
just walking in, fucking picking them up. Yeah, fucking Iowans,
It's a weird place with weird, like, what the hell is the name of that song? I forget who sings it. It was Stranger in a Strange Land. Every time I hear that song, I think of myself.
Sounds like you.
Yeah. Fuck whack.
Damn. So what's been up? I mean, dude, it's been nice. We're getting a little bit of the rain, but man, it's been beautiful.
Yeah, it has. I haven't been out on this golf course much. I fell out of a moving vehicle. Did I tell you about that?
You fell out of a moving vehicle.
Did I tell you about that?
Probably, but go ahead.
Oh yeah, dude. I fucking with my buddy Justin's cousin. He's fun to fuck with because he got a temper, and of course, if I know that someone's fun to fuck with, I'm fucking with them.
Oh, especially if they get mad, because you gotta see how mad you can get them.
Yeah. And he got out of the car, and I got out of the car, and I was like, what are you going to do, dude? He's big. He's bigger than me. He's about 6'7", 400 pounds.
Tough to be bigger than Al.
He's huge, dude. And he's like, your ass is walking. And I was like, whatever, thinking he was fucking around, dude. Went to get my foot in the car, and he gunned it. He didn't see me because he apologized the next day. And, dude, I flew out of this fucker, man, and smashed my fucking knees off the ground. Fucking stinging, dude. And I can't stop picking this scab. It's a perfect scab. But yeah, I got brushed up pretty good. I was limping so bad the next day. I thought I blew something out like an ACL, MCL, Adrian Peterson style. But I was like, man, I hope this starts to feel better, dude. Because if I really did some structural damage, I'm going to be pissed.
Did he leave you there?
No, dude, there was 2 other people in the car. They come flying back. And they're like, oh, my God. And I was like, what the fuck, dude?
So somebody saw you fall at that moment.
Yeah. But he had gunned it so fast, he went up the road a little bit, and then they see me laying on the ground on my back. And then I guess, cause I was drunk, so it didn't really hurt till the next day. But I guess they came and got me. And I remember talking to them where they were like, you all right? You all right? And I was like, oh, that sucked. And then I woke up the next day, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I could feel I was like, dude, look down my left knee. I was like, wow, dude. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I fell out of a car,
Hit you. It hit you.
Yeah. Really so I haven't been out disc golfing yet. Plus, it's been too wet. And then, March Madness was fun until yesterday.
Florida State going down.
Yeah, that's my team, man. And they had a chance, and we'll talk about that shit later. But I don't even know. I will, but I won't even watch the games tonight, I don't think. It ruined everything for me.
To be honest with you, I haven't been watching many. I'll throw them on in the background, but I haven't been paying too close of attention.
Oh, dude, I was pissed. I was talking to Mac yesterday, and he was like, did any of you guys put this Purdue-Tennessee game on? And I was like, I'm not even watching it, dude. And he was like, well, yeah, whatever, dick. And it was the best game of the tournament.
Oh, it was very good. I did have that one. I think I talked to you last night during it because I told you they came back and tied it.
Yeah, and I guess like the whole sequence going into overtime was nuts.
Oh, the 3-point foul. Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, I know those kids are just kids, but I've seen some boneheaded fucking plays in this tournament. It's like, dude.
Stupid. Not only, dude, chucking threes up like fucking.
Yeah, oh, man.
Nobody's business.
And you know what? They want to talk about these kids getting paid. I'd say, you know what? You start taking up jumpers like that, start pulling scholarships. Like,
right.
You missed 5 3-pointers today, dude. There goes your math textbook. You missed 10 today, dude. We're cutting meals. Like, fuck that.
You want to get paid? You know what? When you fucking miss a jumper like that, don't be surprised when your knee gets taken out.
No doubt.
Crowbar.
You gotta watch. Have you watched the 30 for 30 with Boston College fixing games?
Fuck yeah.
I can't remember. I can never
multiple times.
I can never remember the name of it. But
playing for the mob.
Yes. Dude, Henry Hill sitting courtside telling kids about concrete shoes, dude. That's so baller, man. That's so crazy.
Hey, dude, you think you could swim in the Hudson with concrete shoes on?
Oh man.
How many points you scored tonight? What?
Yeah. I went to a long friend of mine took me to a basketball game, and she was like, and I was so excited. She's like, don't even gamble on it. And it was the first time I was like, I won't, because I don't know how I would have. It could have ruined the experience. You know what I mean?
You didn't gamble. You went to a game and didn't gamble.
Yeah, Magic versus Cavs.
And
I was like, and the Magic covered too. They were giving 10 on the road because Cleveland sucked, and I was thinking about it the whole time. They're up 25 in the fourth quarter.
You're looking at it, and you're like, she was like, I could have put 50 on that.
Are you having a good time? And I was like, yeah. But deep down, I was like, dude, we could have. This is ridiculous.
It could have been a lot better had I put some money down.
But it could have been. Imagine they were down 25, and I've been like, yeah, let's get out of here, man. Like, fuck this. But yeah, I couldn't. I don't know. Have you seen that guy? He's in trouble for calling that kid Queen. Shit, I can't even remember the damn teams. There's a kid from Oregon named King. Last name's King.
Okay.
UC Irvine's coach is who it was. Kept calling him Queen.
Okay.
And people are all, man, flipping out about
it. It's that LBGT fucking nonsense.
But
I mean, it's a play on his fucking name. Come on.
I know.
Jesus
I know.
Fucking Christ.
10 years ago, or more than that, whenever the Lakers played the Kings in the highly debated Tim Donaghy series that they fixed the fuck out of, he called them the Queens all the time. No one said shit. But like, the only thing I guess the coach shouldn't be talking shit to players. But
not in a college.
You know what, dude? If I'm at UCR, if I'm coaching a small school like that, and I know that a good season gets me hired at a bigger school, and which is probably the difference of handfuls of millions of dollars. Like Buffalo's coach just got hired by Alabama. That's a huge salary increase. You know what? I'll probably be talking shit too. Like, I'm doing what I can to get up out of here, man. So, but yeah, March Madness turned into March Sadness, and
that's life. That's life every March, dude. Every year you come in, you're like, yep, here it comes. And then a couple days go by, and you're like, fuck. All right.
This shit's whack.
See you next year.
I don't know what site the guy had the bracket on. But he had a perfect one.
Up to the Sweet 16, I did see that.
Yeah.
They had him at one of the games last night.
Yeah, I did see that. Man, he was probably pissed. It was ESPN, Yahoo, MSNB, or MSN, I can't remember. But, yeah, he had Tennessee going, and they shit the bed. So, but you know what? That happened to me. You know, I'm the only person I'm driving down to Knoxville just to see what's good. Like, what was going on last night, dickheads? Oh,
like, where's that motherfucker that fouled that kid?
Oh, yeah, dude. You guarantee it, man. I mean, dude, I'm at least knocking on a door just to see, like, hey, man, did anyone pay you for that? Because that was borderline retarded.
His head will be found in a ditch alongside the highway in about 2 weeks.
Man, that always reminds me of that other 30 for 30.
The other 30 for 30, the two Pablos.
Oh, man, that dude put an own goal in. Dead.
Own goal. You don't fuck with that in Colombia.
No. But
Not with the World Cup.
Did he die? I can't remember because that was one of the very first ones that came out. Did he die during the World Cup, or did they wait till it was over to take him out?
It wasn't long after that
Yeah.
happened. I don't remember I don't know when they got knocked out, but I do know one own goal was his demise. Man.
Yeah, they shot him up at a restaurant, I think, somewhere. But
Probably cost those guys a lot of money.
I know they mentioned the odds during it, and it's like, oh man, they're such huge favorites. It's ridiculous.
Well,
and you
dude,
see
he
it on
probably
his
got.
face.
He might. You know what? He may have got fucking paid. He may have got paid to do that. It was pretty hard, actually. When you look at the goal, it's pretty hard to actually do that. But.
Right, but you could kind of tell when he's laying there and realize what happened that, well, I'm dead.
He was probably just sucks. Well, it's been fun. I'll see you guys on the flip side.
Do a couple Colombian lines for me when you think about how I passed away. But yeah, dude. But I'd go down to Knoxville. I wouldn't hurt him, and I've got a tough bone or a mean bone in my body to do something to someone. But I would just want to ask him what he was thinking. I just want some clarity.
He was trying to get in the way of the shot, Al.
Yeah.
And then just fucking, it's dumb plays, like you said.
Oh, that's been dumb plays.
By their kids, and that's why he won't play in the NBA.
No, he won't.
Plays defense too hard.
Yeah.
But no, I did. I actually got out on a disc golf course 2 days ago. 2 days ago. It was pretty nice. Got out there, threw some discs, most of them into the woods. Spent a lot of time in the woods.
That's all right. First couple days are tough, bud.
Yeah. Got to get back in the swing of things.
Yeah, plus you guys got there's so less amount of wind in Pennsylvania. I can't wait to come home and start playing. It's so fucking windy down here, dude.
I don't I don't deal with wind too often.
No. It's every day here, dude. Like when you look up the weather before we go, like you're going on the other web app to find what the wind speed is. Like you're hitting advanced to check it. Like you're looking at the dew point.
Like I know it's 70, but how many miles per hour west northwest is this shit?
Yeah, dude, you go out, it's 30-mile-an-hour wind, dude. It's like, yeah, not today, man. Like
checking the direction, being like, oh yeah, this is gonna help today. It'll actually fucking.
Oh, dude, there's a couple holes that you feel like a fucking Mike Vick out there. Just, dude, when you got the wind at your back, and then there's other ones that you just throw it and it sits in the air, and it's like, all right, we'll just skip this one.
15 feet in front of you, like.
Yeah, dude, you can't putt. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. Nice weather, man.
Yeah, finally broke, man. I thought it was never gonna happen.
Perfect. We're right in time for spring. It's getting nice. Boy, I've been reminiscing on old times, old good times.
Dude, when I think about like nice weather, I think of Norrietown, Avonmore. Like, man, going up there Saturday mornings, like everyone already like starting.
Outside, music playing. Like,
yep. One of the first time, I think, like we talk about this a lot, but it went on a bender on a Friday, and I'm going to be up Saturday, and I fucking was by myself, dude, took the stereo, sat down on the picnic table, put my 12-pack beside me, and sat there.
Out back of Drew's. Out back of Drew's. That was, I was living with my grandma at the time upstairs, the house next door. It was a great spot to live at that time in my life because there were many drunken walks home, and it was great. I didn't have to get into a car.
Right.
But yeah, I just walked down, and then I remember you say it was a Saturday. I think it was a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday fun day.
Yeah, I think that's when
that might have been Tick Killer Day. I don't know.
Oh man, it might have been. I remember someone shooting a DVD screen with a 22 that day, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
It wasn't a 22, Al.
Wasn't it?
That's you fucking exaggerating. We were shooting a BB gun that day.
I thought, dude, I don't mix firearms with the sauce, dude. I wasn't even really paying attention.
I shot that. Well, I used to do that a lot at my grandma's there when I lived there. I'd sit out on the front porch and just put shit on the hill across the road and shoot a BB gun at it all day. I'm pretty sure that's what we were shooting. What small electronics do we have that we can fucking?
I remember those old fucking DVD screens that came with the DVD player.
Yep. The little portable shits.
Sent that to the fucking electronic graveyard bad.
But no, dude, I think I remember that day.
That's what I used to be
I did a
scared
lot
to
of.
drink on Sundays because I couldn't contain myself. And then that was like getting to a point in my life where I was like, all right, dude, if you feel like shit's Sunday morning, just keep going. And then, dude, calling into work Monday, guaranteed, man. But I didn't give
Every
a fuck.
time. I mean, and then I can't remember. I think that predated the mini ramp in the backyard.
Yes. Yeah, that's where I was kicking it at.
But no, I remember, dude, I had a small fucking window. There wasn't much sunlight into my room there. Couple tiny windows, but I do remember looking out that day and seeing you just hanging out by yourself on the picnic table in the backyard, and I was like, huh. And I was like, well, let's go see what Al's doing. Put some shoes on, and man, I don't. That was the start of a long day.
Yeah. Is that the night you went to the emergency room or no?
I don't know, dude. I drank a lot of Twisted Teas one day.
Oh, dude. Anytime you see and those kids they wouldn't roll up with just enough for themselves. They'd roll up with so much Twisted Tea, dude. It's like you felt obligated to knock a 12-pack out by yourself.
You had to. Well, and I think that day, the tick killer day, if I remember, who knows? It could. I drank a lot of Twisted Tea in my life. Shit's good. What are you gonna do? And I love.
You were living up in Indiana when the tick killer shit happened. I'm pretty sure.
Ah, fuck. Maybe I was.
But
maybe I was. I don't know. But I remember. I mean, I remember Sundays people fucking driving to M&M's at Avamore, just coming back with like multiple 6-packs, and it's like shit. I guess we got to down these things.
Yeah, and they're dude. You get the first couple down, and it's like, you're back in it. You're feeling good. They're easy to pound. Like,
well, the problem is, most times that we did it, it was coming off a drinking day. Like
right.
We got hammered the night before, so it was like a Sunday. I'm fucking dehydrated already because I fucking killed my body the night before, and then I just start pounding fucking tea, and there's so much sugar in that shit.
Oh man,
I've cut the sugar out of my diet heavy.
I have too. I've been I was a pop fiend, dude. I was on the squirt hard.
Ooh.
And I went to Golden Peak unsweetened black tea. I've been pounding them. However, it's funny you say that. They kept, dude. The advertisers got me. They've been pushing that orange vanilla Coca-Cola during March Madness.
Did you try it?
Dude, 10 out of 10 on the L scale. I'm looking at one right now. I got one last night, dude.
Now, look, I've looked at them, and I've passed them up multiple times because I've had my eye on it, and I'm like, I gotta try it.
Yeah, just try it, dude.
I'm nervous to try it. I can't get sucked back in the game. Although I will say,
ain't gonna suck you too far back.
Anytime I do drink something like that, I get about a quarter of it down and fucking like, nope, I'm good.
I had a tough time finishing it too. Like I said, I'm still drinking it. I bought it last night. It's not even finished yet.
Fuck. 2 liter or just a 20 ounce?
Just a 20. I've never seen it in a 2 liter.
Okay.
But I haven't been to Walmart or nothing, so.
But yeah, those days were fucking. Those days
were
wild.
Man, I was thinking about it.
Town all day.
Because I'm about to be. I had my half birthday. I'm about to be 30 here in about 6 months.
Ooh.
Which is, dude, it's my long week. We're doing something heavy, man.
30 ain't shit, son. Don't let them tell you anything. I feel like I'm fucking 22.
I'm 30 going on 14 sometimes when it comes to like doing laundry and shit. But I was thinking about where my 20s went. And I think I lost 4 or 5 years in Norrietown.
Absolutely. Like, I think everybody did.
Yeah, dude, no doubt. And we're talking numerous generations, too. They were just fun, dude. Like, the only thing I didn't like, no one liked the same music as me up there.
Yeah.
So I would sit there and I'd be talking to everybody. We'd be chilling and shit. And I would just be like, can we play one rap song, dude, please? And please, just one. And I remember playing Shook Ones by Mobb Deep. And I know who turned it off, and I'm not going to say who. They're like, it's just garbage. And I was like, oh, I got infuriated, man. No one's ever said that song was garbage, and it was ridiculous, dude. I was upset.
The fact that you said it's garbage makes me think it's Shirley, because he would say it's garbage.
No, it wasn't. But they would play Hollywood Undead, and I was like, this shit's trash, dude.
I will say I watched fucking Shirley.
Oh,
dude.
I know exactly what song that was,
Shut down Leach, because Leach loved to show up, and, man, he would just be wired and ready to go. and he starts putting fucking death metal and shit on.
No,
And
I know what song it was. It was J-Ru the Damager, and they sample the Godzilla theme. I can't remember the name of it though, but he kept playing it, dude.
Dude, yeah, he'd put fucking like metal on and shit, and I'm like, Al's one thing. Al and the rap is one thing. I can get into a chunk of that. This shit, I've got no care in the world for. And man, he was. I love Leach, but he'll be a music Nazi sometimes.
Yeah,
he loves getting in there deep, and then he just keeps going. And I fucking remember Shirley. I'm pretty sure I watched Shirley straight unplug. I don't know
ripped
if it
everything
was the
out.
It was or the speaker, but it was plugged into the wall and just unplugged it and was like, nope, we're done with that.
He said no. He looked at it and went, whoops. And I was fucking dying, dude. I'll never forget that. No, I got
Leach dead in the eye, just goes, whoops.
Yeah, put his hands out. It was comical. But Leach did that. I love drinking with Leach because he's funny. Like he's like me. If someone doesn't know who you are, they might think you're an asshole. If they don't, but that's fine, dude. I've burned bridges down before because people weren't into throwback jerseys, whatever. But we were at, of all places, dude, Guy's Tavern, where the average age of people drinking in there is 70.
Nah, higher.
No, they might just look like that. Like you might have some 45-year-olds in there and look little, a little rough around the edges.
I think you got to show your ID and be over 50 to get in there. But we went by the other day. We were in Avonmore. We drove by, and they got a big fat fucking sign on the door because I guess you got to be able to read it from 3 feet away when you're 90. Dude, this thing had big old block letters, but it said open noon to close, and I was like, "What the fuck is close?" And I was like, "Probably 7:30."
Oh yeah, dude. But guys,
dude, once Jeopardy comes on, everybody's fucking gone.
That's the nightcap, dude. But Leach, we're in there, dude, and he starts playing death metal on the fucking jukebox, and I'm like, Leach, just ain't the place for it, dude. You gotta respect your environment. I know you're a paying customer. I know you put the money in, and it's your dollar, but like, dude, I tried to play Confidence in the House by NWA at CVI, dude, and some dude just walked up and unplugged the jukebox, and I was like, I'm not even gonna try to fucking.
That was not accepted down there.
No.
I will say though, the battle of the jukeboxes gets rough. I mean,
dude, yeah, it irks me. It irks when like I got kicked out of a Buffalo Wild Wings for calling a fucking during March Madness. Dude, they have the games they had the big screen, and that's got the sound,
right?
And the game's winding down, and I just hear music playing, and it's his dad and his son with Burger King crowns on. And I said some shit I shouldn't have said to him. And they were like, yeah, you guys got to go. And I was like, man, fuck that. Oh, I was so
double
pissed.
G bomb.
It's not, shit. Yeah. You got to respect the environment, man. I respect the environment. Like, when it comes to music, dude, I will not do that shit just to try to be funny or to flex on somebody. Like, no, dude.
Well, dude, there are times that jukeboxes have just fucking infuriated me. One of them I remember specifically was, now, let's be honest about this. You know I'm a fucking Kid Rock fan.
Right. Yeah.
You saw that vinyl I picked up the other day. 1990.
Is it all like old school rap?
There's 3 tracks and then an instrumental track on it, and it's all like Kid Rock, old school MC shit, super raunch. Oh, dude, it's fantastic. I love it. It's called Yodeling in the Valley.
Yeah, the album cover was the shit.
Dude, it's sick. I saw it at the store. It was $5. I was like, I don't give a shit. I gotta pick it up.
Hey, did you get that shit I tagged you in about $1 records at I can't fucking remember. I tagged you in something.
Nah.
What's the place in Greensburg?
Rabbit Hole.
No, I don't think it's that. I tagged you in. It'll be on your notifications. It was $1 record day, like something. Figured that's at least worth going down and checking out.
Yeah, dude, I'll have to check that out because Record Store Day is coming up next in April. That's a big, day.
That's what day it is.
But no, at CVI we used to play pool league there on Monday nights, and I love fucking Kid Rock, but he went through a phase where I just had enough of him, and that song All Summer Long.
Oh man,
when that hit places like Clarksburg, I mean, big dripping wet snatches on over that one. Like,
dude,
all the 45-year-old fucking single bar hags just fucking.
Yeah. I remember listening, and because we talked about this before, my tenure wasn't long at CVI because it shut down shortly after I turned 21.
Correct.
But that song "Crazy Bitch" by Buck Cherry, they'd play that, and these girls would start screaming and like put their drinks in the air. They were like 50, and I was like, "This is embarrassing."
Yep.
Like, I was looking down at the ground trying not to laugh. They're like screaming and shit, carrying on. And I'm like, dude,
they loved
I don't know.
But dude, pool league, we'd go. It was Monday nights, and there was one night down there, and it was during the height of all summer long. And man, I tell you what, if I didn't hear that fucking song at least 3 to 4 times a night while I was down there playing.
More than that, dude.
So the one night I was sitting down there, we finished. I was drinking. I had work in the morning, but man, I got so fucking irritated. I heard it again. I put a $5 in the jukebox, played it on repeat the entire time, and walked out. Like, I was like, fuck you guys. You want to listen to it? Here it is, you fucking cunts.
Yeah. Oh,
they probably skipped every one of them. It was probably a waste of my $5.
No, sometimes you got to put your fucking foot down, but that's a hard place to win the like, cause we won the jukebox.
Dude, they probably fucking loved it.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah, kids flying everywhere after I left.
Before the beginning of streaming, so it's like, who's got another $1? We got to play this all summer long, bitch. Oh man, yeah.
But dude, we got way off track. We're deep already. But
that's the best.
I think we were talking about Narytown, and one of the staples. Narytown, Avonmore, when you think of it, especially nice weather, dude. Staple, Eagles fucking Point.
Man, and everyone, my cousin's like 18, 19, and they're always sending pictures. I'm glad Snapchat wasn't around when I was a fucking kid. Cool. I'd probably still be serving a 15 to 25. Like, dude, I'm here soon.
Yeah, the amount of things that would have been seen that shouldn't have been seen.
Yeah. So I can live with that. Sounds like our generation didn't have phones. No, our generation didn't have Snapchat, dude.
We had flip phones you couldn't take pictures and videos with.
Right.
We're cool with.
So, but I don't know how long that place has been open, but I've seen, they're all up there drinking too. So it's like, God damn, man, that place is the spot.
I've been going up there forever. I grew up, fucking 5 minutes from me, you know what I mean? And we used to ride the quads and shit around up there. So I was always going up there. It was always a pit stop on the way. You always stop, always look out over the point, enjoy a beer up there. I probably rode my pedal bike there a time or two.
Dude, I used to love some of the times that I went up there sloshed, stoned as shit. And I was never a golfer, but I used to love to watch Beidel and Pushkar hit golf balls off of there. And I'd be like, holy fuck, dude, you hit that thing like 1,000 yards.
Oh, yeah, we used to do that all the time. Just take shit up there.
Laughing, man.
Yeah, just throwing shit off like children and laughing about it. But, dude, I was thinking about it this week up in the old No Worry. We make our pit stops. We still hit the old stomping grounds. But we were up there, and I was thinking about probably my most memorable time up there. I don't remember what the occasion was. Probably just a party.
Uh-huh.
There was quite a few of those up there, but there was quite a bit of us drinking up there.
Oh, dude, the thing was, it was ages, like, it was weird because you'd see like kids in there that were like 18, 19.
Uh-huh.
Well, underage. People that were like in their 40s that would show up because it would always be different waves of people showing up.
Oh man, I guarantee you, and I know it for a fact at least once. I've interrupted some bang sessions up there.
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah.
Like you pull up the Jeep, there's no one in it, and then like you're like, oh okay. It might be rocking a little bit, and then like 2 minutes later they're gone. It's like, oh, okay. I obviously was a
and
nuisance.
I just thought of this one. I remember some kid from Kiski area brought his camper up there and was fucking somebody, and they thought it'd be cool if they tipped it on its side while he was in there. I do remember that. It was very comical. You could hear shit breaking. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Motherfucker. fuck? That's what you get for taking shit like that up there.
Yeah, just like, that thing, you get all drunk, leave that thing in neutral, whatever, drive that fuck right off.
So many quads, so many cars stuck because there's so like deep mud holes up there that you got to know how to.
All time.
Yeah, you've got to know how to navigate that fucking place, or else you're stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely, dude. Because I've rode up there with people in nice like Jeeps that they knew every rut, and they get up there. And it's like, wow, dude, we came up here in my Explorer the other day. It took us 25 minutes. We just got up here in a minute and a half.
Dude, I took the Black Cavalier up there a few times, and it's crazy that fucking thing made it up there, and I made it out like without breaking down.
But your bumper did just crack in half.
That thing was a fucking tank. I put that. You know what? I'll tell the story about the time I put it in a crick later. Remind me of that one. That's a good one. Back to the best. My most memorable story from my large party. I forget what was going on. Kids drinking. So something happened, and all right, I gotta drop. We get weird about dropping names, but I'm dropping first names. I don't give a shit. It's going to give a point of reference. You know them. Whatever. So we were up there drinking. I remember specifically, let's see. I know Dylan was there. I know Rudy was there. I know Drew was there. But
dude, was it Mitchell's going away party?
I feel like it was. I really do.
That just came into my mind.
Because that's what I wanted to say, but I was up there. I've been up there so many times for so many things that it's hard to remember. But there were so many people there.
Yeah, dude, it definitely was. Now that I think, because I left. I left before all this shit. Yeah.
But you've heard it. Anyway, so, dude, I don't know what starts. Look, you know me, anti-fucking bullshit. Now, back in the day, maybe I like to get drunk and talk some shit, but never a physical guy. Never like to get into any fights. I don't think I've ever really been in a fist fight in my life. I'll curl
keep it low key.
I'll curl up in the fetal position and cry for my mom before I let anybody hit me in the face. Fuck it. That's me. I'd talk it over, laugh it out. Who gives a shit? We all move on. But some people got angry that night, and I guess. Yeah, I don't know the full details because I was drunk, but I was there. So what I remember, I think there were some people that were mad. Drew ended up leaving. He was not having a good night or something. And at some point he came back, like, because again we lived beside each other. We're 2 minutes away. I'm fucking going home. Okay, and then fucking half hour later you decide to go back. It's all right. It's not like a big drive or anything. So he ended up coming back. And this is where that age gap comes in. He brought some older people came back with him.
Right.
And he came back and he was upset. I think he came back madder than when he left.
Uh-huh.
So for some reason, him and Rudy are getting into it. And we all know Rudy, I don't see Rudy as Rudy's never been that guy to me.
Right. No, not at all, dude. Just talk shit too.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. He's a shit talker. But he's a fun shit talker. I mean, he wins the shit talking in the fantasy league every fucking year
after year
for a reason. And I mean, every time I read it, I want to get mad, but all I can do is laugh because
I know. I kind of got mad. You see, he kind of cut me low too on that, and I could do nothing but laugh about it.
He said something about me folding the league out of frustration, and I was like, you know what, dude, you're.
Well, he told me I started drinking at 8 o'clock and used the wrong player rankings from a couple years before, which very well could have happened.
Yeah, there's a very good chance that
half of that's true. I'm not sure which one though.
So all I remember. At some point, there was a scuffle. I think Rudy ended up on top of Drew and was like, dude, chill out, calm down, whatever. And Rudy was trying to defuse the situation. And, man, shit started. And then one of the older guys that came with Drew, man, he had to be mid-30s by then, right?
Fuck. I mean, dude, that was probably 2011, 12.
Right. He had to be
10.
somewhere. Like he was. I mean, we're 20. Like median range 20. Like that's where we're at. So he's got at least a decade on any of us. So all this is going on, and I've seen enough. So I just kind of like I step in. I know everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm buddies with everybody. Everybody knows I don't mean any harm. So I step in and I'm talking to Drew because I'm like, dude, calm down. Cool. Let's fucking drink. Let's have a good time. Let's not ruin the night.
The right thing to do.
Whatever. Let it all fucking go. Who gives a shit? And while I'm doing that, and I'm calming Drew down, the older gentleman he brought with him gets in my face.
Shit.
Gets in my face and is like, I don't know if he probably grabbed me up because he's, tough guy. But grabs me up and is fucking like, who the fuck do you think you are? And blah, blah, fucking blah. And I'm like, obviously you don't know who I am.
Right.
Or you wouldn't fucking say a word. You would know that we've lived next to each other pretty much our entire lives.
So he doesn't even recognize you.
We're as close as can be. And I'm over here talking to my buddy, and you're trying to start shit with me now, huh? Like,
yeah.
Aren't we all here for the same thing? For the goodness of our friend? Like, wouldn't it be fucking beneficial for all of us to just have a drink and fucking relax and be cool about it?
Yeah.
Nope. Fucking had the beer muscles on that night, sir. And, I'm sitting there like, I'm going to get fucking popped in the face because I, in those situations, my go-to is to not get physical or try to like fucking, fight anybody.
Uh-huh.
It's to kind of be a dick a little bit and out-talk them, which the problem with that is when you're not a fighter and you try and do that to somebody who is, sometimes
just calling a bluff. It's pretty much you're pushing all in with fucking 2-3 offsuit, just hoping they got nothing.
And when they're that fighting kind of person, they don't want to talk and they don't like it. And then you start saying some smart ass shit to them, and then they just get even more angry.
Yeah, boil the pot, baby.
Yeah. So that started happening, and I was like, man, it's coming. And I don't know exactly what diffused that situation. Maybe something else happening, but eventually out of my face. But not long after, Dylan. It was Dylan, right? Yeah. It was. Yeah, it was. I was like, which one was it? But yeah, it was Dylan. He and man, fucking how old was he at the time? What, 18?
Yeah, he's younger than me.
Little youngin'. Like I was like, what's this kid getting into? But they started bickering back and forth. And again, like I said, this guy's fucking 35, whatever. And kid half his age, like, and they're in each other's faces. And I mean, all the other shit's still going on, but they're in each other's faces and it's fucking close. And I'm like, well, you could feel the tension building. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Dylan just fucking pops him in the mouth. Just fucking smoked him. And not like a little hit, like, oh, this is starting the fight. Pretty much took him out, I would say.
Was it over after that?
It was the first solid punch. There may have been a few other ones that came of it, but I remember the first one kind of knocking him back into the weeds, and I think he fell over. Might have been another one or two, and that was it. That was it. I've always loved Dylan since that day because I've been like, took care of my business for me. I appreciate that. Like, glad I wasn't the one that got hit. Glad he was, because he was the one here starting shit. And glad it wasn't me that was the one that tried to do it, because that would have been a joke.
You come in there to a situation like that looking for that, and that's what happens.
Right. And I'm glad it happened that way, because I was like, well, that's what you get for coming up here and trying to start shit.
Exactly.
But dude, fucking wow. The atmosphere in the air changed after that, because everybody kind of just like fucking mellowed out as soon as that happened. But I'll tell you what, watching that guy pick himself out of the bushes was very, like, it was just, I felt so good about it. Like you said, it's just one of those moments where you feel you're just like, man, like I'm so happy I got to see that.
Yeah, oh, for sure, dude.
That made my night for multiple reasons. But I do also remember that night. That motherfucker, he lost his shoe. He walked home. He left without a shoe. One of his shoes is gone. He lost a shoe in the bushes somewhere. Like, got knocked out. Potentially, I don't know. Face fucked up. I don't know exactly what happened. I wish my memory bank was a little bit better. Too much.
But even remember most of the stories from Eagles were that was tough. Just to even, be coherent. I did some of the drunkest days of my life up there.
Right. Anytime you were up there, you were wasted. So
I was either wasted or on mushrooms, man.
Like, ate a shit ton of mushrooms up.
Dude, I remember eating mushrooms up there and watching the motherfucker jump off with the hang glider.
Oh,
and I almost passed out, dude. I was like, yo. I mean, they were doing it, but I remember I couldn't see him, and then all of a sudden you see him catch the breeze, and I was like, holy fuck.
Like, dude, you're going straight down, like, plummeting
into your shit out of me, man. But that's the thing, dude. I didn't tell her the first time me and Tony ate them up there before my dog died. We knew someone that grew mushrooms up there by the creek, and they showed us one night, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So I knew where they were at. I'll be up there drinking, dude. Wouldn't tell nobody. Just get out of the creek and take these mushrooms out of the ground and eat them. And come back.
Disappear for a little bit, come back, like fucking,
It'd take a little bit, but I'd be up there like, wow, that was all. I feel good now, dude.
Where you been? Across the universe, man.
Tripping, son. Yeah. But, oh, man. I've always heard when we go up there, people would be like, yeah, they're shutting it down. The owner said they're shutting it down. Because someone owns that land.
There was always a fence down below or whatever. I remember like when we used to quad ride and shit, they put like a chain across it, and it was laughable because somebody would get off and literally hold the chain up, and everybody would drive underneath, and then we'd go, okay, see ya.
Right, that was probably some just insurance thing. Like, did you have a chain up? Like, oh yeah, dude, it said no trespassing. Right.
Somebody falls off the cliff, like, hey, it's not my fault. They weren't supposed to be here.
I'm surprised no one ever did.
Someone did, and we had to go down and get, not the whole way. Someone fell down a good bit, and I was like, what the fuck?
And yeah, we had to go and get them.
I was always nervous about that. Motherfuckers always love getting real close to that edge, and I'm like,
yeah.
Go ahead, because I'm not coming to get you.
I never got within 20 feet of that edge, dude. I'd stand there like, this is close enough for me, man. I know it ain't the Grand Canyon, but I ain't dying today on some shit like this because my mom will never forgive me if I was drunk and fell off a cliff and that's how I died. She'd be pissed. They wouldn't come to my funeral. Guaranteed. Just leave them there. Fuck them. I guarantee it.
But you know what? I got a parallel story to go here because the guy that was in my face that night at Eagles. He's around. He's still around. He's around town. Who knows? But I run into him quite a bit. He rode quads and everything with the crew and whatnot. And after that, we were fine. I didn't see him for like a little while after that, but eventually we fell back into the same crowd. Everything was cool from there on out.
Right.
But to this day, I guess we're even because he was a dick to me that night. So I guess he owed me one. Dude, me and the wife were out. Fuck, dude. I think we were just booze cruising a little bit, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I was out drinking. And
yeah, I remember that.
Dude, no worries, got some strange roads out there. And I went down one Old Speranza Road. And shame on me for being pretty much a lifelong no worry town resident and not knowing this. But I headed down. I was like, fuck it, let's go down this road. Let's see what's and just to clarify, Google Maps didn't like tell me not to go that way. It was like, yeah, go ahead. And it showed me the road whole Google Maps showed me the road the whole way. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're good. We can come out on the other end here. So you fucking turn back you pass the last few houses, and then all of a sudden, it turns into essentially what would be called a quad path. And we're in it's a Jeep Liberty. It's not like fucking Wrangler out here four-wheeling. Like, we're just kind of fucking taking our time, cruising around some back roads, you know. And man, I was in the driver's seat for a good bit of it, for the first half of it. And I had a few drinks that day. And yeah, maybe the wife was. I don't fucking remember. Anyway, so we go back and it slowly degrades. It goes from a road to like kind of like a gravelly quad path, and then it's like fucking straight dirt. Then it's like dirt with giant ruts.
Right.
There was one point we went past. And we started going, and she's like, "Should we just should we not go this way?" And at that point, it was too late to turn around. We were on this. I mean,
caught in the shit.
Extremely thin path, and it was actually this giant fucking downhill. And at the bottom there was a hairpin turn. At the top there was like a very sharp turn. There was nowhere to turn around. It was like and I looked at this thing, and dude, my heart sank. I was like, we're either gonna flip this thing or we're never getting out of here. And I'm talking like 12, 20-inch ruts, giant fucking rocks sticking out everywhere. Dude, it was insane. Had the wife in the fucking driver's seat instead of me. Probably a good idea, I guess. But what's that?
Are you pushing at all, or is it just we're just coming to a standstill?
Oh, no. I was drunk, and we were. I was like, we got to go, and I'm looking at the map the whole time, and it shows if we get down this and make this turn, we can go, right? Get about halfway down, and I mean we're going 2 miles an hour, and it's bad. It's real bad. And we get about halfway down, there's a giant fucking rock poking out, and sure enough, gives us a flat tire on this downgrade. Dude, it's a huge downgrade. Giant truck would have to put its brake on. You know, like one of those hills, like 35% grade, like fucking downshift cocksucker. Sure enough, gives us flat tire. And I get out and look at it. I'm just dumbfounded because I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Because we're in the middle of a hill. There's no way I can change it there.
Nowhere, right?
No way I could fucking change it in the middle of a hill, in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a quad path, like out in the woods. In the woods, nobody around. I mean, we're talking at least a mile, 2 back. Like
AAA ain't gonna make it there.
No way. So I look at it and I go, you know what? I said, we gotta go. Fuck it. We gotta get to the bottom of the hill. I don't care if we got a flat or not. Like so I jump in, I slow that thing. We get down to the bottom of the hill to the bend, and I'm like, okay, we can probably change the tire down here. Get out, and I'm like, yeah, supposedly the road's right over there. Don't you know I hear running water?
From a spring?
Running water. There is a fucking creek, dude.
Oh, shit.
And it goes right through our path out. And like, supposedly this was a road at one point, and Google Maps had this fucking thing mapped out. I don't know who the fuck drove the thing to map it out and what vehicle they were in, and thought it was a good idea to, hey, we'll throw that one on there. Nope. Dude, we got down to the bottom, and I looked, and I'm telling you, this thing was, you're 30 foot across. It was deep in the middle.
Halfway down and turned around. Like, no one's ever going to come down here in a car.
It's fucking crazy. So we're on the flat now, and I'm just dumbfounded. Like, I'm all but freaking out a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck are we going to do? We were out quad ride with a few people earlier in the day. Called up my mom. I was like, Mom, she was in bed. She's getting ready for work.
Oh,
I was like,
shit.
Like, hey, a little bit of a problem.
We're fucked.
Told her what happened. So she gets her side by side, and they went up, and they actually got the guy that got in my face that night at Eagles Point. They went and got him because we were out riding side by sides with him earlier in the day. And they came down along with Smitty. Smitty came down as well. I believe the three of them came down on the side-by-sides because Smitty and him were still hanging out. Because, like I said, we were with them all day, kind of like drinking and shit, running around. So all three of them came down, and it's a shit show. But my mom came down in the car, and she actually ended up on the other side of the creek, right? Fuck, dude. If you saw, and they walked through it. Giz walked through the creek that night.
To get to you guys.
Yeah. And man, he took on a lot of water. I don't think he probably wasn't too happy about the situation after it all occurred, because man, we put him through the ringer. He had to fucking, not only did he have to walk from the road on the other side, which God knows what he had to walk through, but like it was wooded, and then he had to cross a flowing, essentially fucking creek. I mean, and it was multiple feet deep. So we changed the tire, and then it's like, well, what do we do? Like, because I talked to Giz after he crossed, and I was like, is there any way we get the Jeep through that water?
Oh, fuck.
And I'm, you know what? Because I'm like, I'm not going back up over that hill. If you saw what we came down, I was like, there's no way I'm going back up over that. And he was like, dude, you're not getting through that. There's no way. I wouldn't suggest you go through the water. And I was like, fuck, dude. You know what? Sure enough, old buddy of mine, dude, he's like, that's a Jeep, huh? And I was like, yeah, 4-wheel drive work? And I was like, yep. He said, I'll fucking drive it up.
Oh, you took it up the hill.
Dude, jumps in the driver's seat, puts it in 4-wheel. I jump into passenger, and then I send Caitlin off on the side-by-side with somebody else. So we're in it. Man, I was so impressed by the driving skills of this fella. He'd obviously done this a time or two, man. He took it up there, and we're looking at rocks where I'm like, Jesus Christ. You know what? Just slows it down, eases into the rock, and then just slowly gets the gas, and then just like, whoop, right up over. Okay. Man, like a professional. Like the guys you see on YouTube climbing the hills, man. He fucking saved our night that night. And luckily enough, we go back. He lived right up the road too. So we went back to his house, had a few beers, and actually were able to laugh about it instead of fucking like, because I was like, geez. I mean, we had to buy new tires.
Just the worst feeling in the world when I'm trying to think if I've ever been stuck in a situation. So I know one of the first times it was the second house I ever went to on a pizza delivery on my first day of work. I backed into a ditch. Bad.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I knew the person's house it was, and I heard all about it.
Yeah, well, they sent a picture, and then I wasn't even friends with her on Facebook. She had me on Facebook, was like, how's your Explorer? And I didn't know her really, and I was like, fuck you. Like, but I remember, and this is, man, I delivered a pizza to the house next door because I went to the wrong house. I went to their house first. So I got the food in the car, and I back into this ditch, dude. My fucking front wheels are hardly even touching. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like, how did I do that? It was snow. I couldn't see it. But so anyways, I walked the food down to the dude's house.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, here you go, man. And this dude, you got to realize, my second house. This is my first day of work. And I gave him his food. I was like, man, you know anybody can pull me out of this? And he was like talking, and he went down and looked at it, and then fucking lo and behold, this fucking big ass truck was coming down that road, and the motherfucker pulled me out. But I felt bad that the guy came out and helped me, so I let him have his food for free, and that's like a big no-no, dude. So I went back to the place, and I'm telling him about it. Well, I called him like, hey, you gotta stop deliveries for a while because I'm fucked up. And so she came. She was like, I was like, I gave it to him for free. She was like, what? And I was like, yeah. He didn't help me get out, but I gave him his food, and then he came out and looked at my car. She's like, well, did you give it to him hot? Did you get it hot? And I was like, yeah. She's like, well, fuck that, dude. They quit delivering to him because of that.
All because of that? Because you gave the food to him for free. He didn't even do anything.
Yeah. Well, no, there was he did something. He got tough with him on the phone over it.
Gotcha.
Because I guess I can't remember.
Oh, they probably tried to call back and get their fucking money, and
yeah.
I'm sorry, but as a business, you eat that one. Sorry.
That's what I thought was the right thing to do.
Chalk it up as a loss. Like that's fine.
Take it out of my paycheck, dude. I fucked up.
Right. You got to do that shit sometimes.
Not like
and
had
like
4 fucking big
like
daddies.
Fuck Foxes. Fuck Foxes in Salzburg. Never go there. If you're listening and you go there, you fucking suck.
Yeah, I agree. I've came home Sundays and seen Foxes at the house and like went in and had like parently talks with my parents. Like, you guys sit down.
Garbage.
Yeah, listen here. This shit don't happen in this motherfucking house.
Suckers that run their business like that. Fuck you.
Don't happen in the fucking house. How far along are we, Tick?
We're at 55. Go to John's. Go to John's Pizzeria.
No doubt.
That shit's bomb. I'll tell you what. We were down. We stopped to see Brenda this week and got a fucking pierogi pizza on our way out of town. Oh man, I'll tell you what. Fucking 10 o'clock at night.
Season 2.
Oh, dude, it's perfect. Love it.
But speaking of shit that don't go on in the house, remember that story I was telling you the other day about me and my dad? I wanted to tell that one because I've been thinking about it. The fucking catching me fucking.
Oh, dude, we got to save that one for later.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're going to do that on Father's Day.
Well, yeah, but we're also way too deep into this one.
I know. My Skype shit doesn't have the time on it. That's why I asked, because I was I'm 55
now, so we got to start rapping. But before we start rapping, not spit now, wrapping up, like as in finish.
I might have, dude. Did you see the Snapchat from this morning? I thought I threw those lyrics away.
That wouldn't be the first time it's happened.
I've ruined though. You can blame the housekeeping for that.
I still have that song on fuck it, whatever I sent you.
That was so good. I wrote that song in a hotel and woke up the next day they cleaned. I was like, that had words on it, lady. Don't throw it away.
I'd charge some $20,000. I'd have been like, you know how much I was gonna make off that shit?
Royal tease, motherfucker.
But we were talking about car situations, and the last one I want to speak of real quick is because you were like, oh, it was my second day delivering and I fucked up. Well, I remember it as soon as I turned 16. I mean, that was what you did. You went and got your license, right? Turned 16, got my license.
Dude, I couldn't get my license until I was 21.
Oh well, yeah, you had other issues. But I got it, and I got my permit, right? And that's the one where you got to have somebody ride with you, like you can't drive by yourself. But it's a teaching experience. So right. I got my fucking permit, and I'm almost dead fucking positive it was the first day that I got my permit. Dude, my mom fucking dipped from the house. They were out somewhere, and sure enough, the car was there and the keys were there. And I was like, man, I could drive now.
Right, it's permit. If I could pull it over, I'm cool. I'd just be like, yeah, I'm 16 with the permit. I don't need any adults.
I didn't know I needed somebody with me. What are you talking about? So I was like, fuck it, dude. I gotta take this thing for a spin. I'm free, right? And you know, no worry town. It's got 2 roads connected by 286. It's a big fucking loop. So I was like, let's just take her for the loop, right? Just do it real quick. So we went down fucking back road past the club and everything. And we came down, hook a left on 286. First time, Ma doesn't know I have the car. I'm just like, yep, I'm gonna take a loop. 286, fucking ripping up there, 50 miles an hour, you know. And sure enough, don't you know? And I'm telling you, it's like a fucking movie. Life slowed down for a second. Deer bolts out from the left side. Shit. Deer bolts out from the left side. I see it the whole fucking way. I'm watching it run, and I'm like, Sure enough, don't you know this deer fucking runs dead, like face first into the side of the car. I didn't hit it. I didn't hit it from the front. It ran into the fucking car.
Did it fuck it up?
God damn! Like, I never said anything.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I looked when I got home and I was shitting my pants because I'm like, oh fuck, like this ain't gonna be good.
Right?
She's gonna know. Never heard anything, so I don't know.
Speaking of hitting deer, real quick, dude, I've hit a deer twice with Rose. 2 times, dude. We hit one so hard, she was looking for a cassette tape, I think. Me and Mark were in the back because you couldn't. We were playing Game Boy, and the thing wasn't far enough to link up, so we had to sit in the back to play.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And dude, she hit a deer. We're going to Josh's to watch a Steeler game. She hit this fucker so hard by Mr. Ice Cream, dude. And I just remember it cracked something up front with the antifreeze. And dude, we were trying to get to Josh's in New Alec, and you couldn't even hardly see out the front, dude.
Just smoking.
Yeah. And then one was after someone's birthday. It was just like 5 years ago. And we were coming back just after making the sheets run. I was drunk as fuck, and we hit another one almost in the same exact spot, dude. Just fucking crushing it.
Dude, fucking deer know when to find you. There are times where my car's been a little bit fucked up, and I'm like, give me the deer now. Nope. Could never could have that happen. But as soon as you get the fucker fixed, sure enough, they're fucking in front of you every time.
They're coming, dude. They know.
They know what's up. So anyway, Al, we fucking, we gotta.
Sometimes on Friday afternoons get out of hand.
I know.
I have to start doing it twice a week.
Almost
got 40 subscribers, man. Fucking big time now.
Well, we got a couple heat stories, fucking like you said, couple of them that are coming up that are gonna be good.
Simmer.
Couple hit me today where I'm like, I gotta write this shit down because I always forget it.
Oh, I do too.
I have a little pad here that I always fucking jot on when things like that come into mind. But dude, we're gonna get into the Ticks pick real quick. We're gonna hit it real quick. But yeah, been a good week. Like I said, I got that stereo just pumping vinyl out of the speakers all week long. Did a little bit of shopping the other day. It's hard to find it. It's really hard to find a good fucking record store, man. There's like one decent spot in Monroeville I go to, but it's all so fucking expensive. And they have all like the new releases, and they're charged like $30 for and I get it. It's like a heavy 180 gram vinyl, and it's like a reissue and blah blah blah. And dude, give me the original, like the original pressing of it for like $5. I'm in.
Hell yeah.
So hard to find shit though. So hopefully one of these days I got to hit Jerry's up real soon because I'm in need of a big vinyl purchase one of these days. But anyway, this week, I was looking. I didn't have anything before today because I've listened to so much and nothing just like anything that kept reoccurring. So I was browsing my vinyl today and came across the old Joe Walsh.
Hell yeah.
Joe Walsh, man, he's had quite a career in the music industry.
I seen him open for Steve Miller Band.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I saw him open. He opened for Tom Petty last time we went to see him at the old Console Energy Center. But no, he's fantastic. One of the all-time greats on the guitar. Anybody will tell you that. He is just fantastic musician. He's got a bunch of solo stuff. He's been in and out of bands. He's, helped a bunch of different musicians, played studio sessions for different fucking guys. So the one I got for you let me also, part of the reason I picked him, he's my birthday buddy.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Everybody's got those cool guys that they're like, oh, dude, I share a birthday with this fella. There aren't too many people that were born on November 20th that are super cool, but I'm completely down with Joe Walsh being.
Dude, I got two. Birthday. I got two other than my sister. Fucking Nas.
Dude, if that ain't fucking fate, tell me what isn't.
And you know what his mom did for a living? Delivered mail.
God damn it, dude. Reincarnated.
In Pirates right fielder Gregory Polanco. I can hang by. Oh, and Amy Winehouse. I got some OGs, dude. Yeah, but no, it's fun having birthday buddies.
Yeah, I don't have too many of them, but I'm a big fan. Like every birthday that comes around, and I go, who was born? Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh.
That's cool. That's cool.
So this album I got, I've actually got a lot of Joe Walsh albums, a lot of solo stuff. He was in the Eagles for a few years.
Right.
He didn't join the Eagles till the Hotel California album, which was like late 70s, I believe. So he's been around, but this album is the best of Joe Walsh. Now this is the best of Joe Walsh from 1978. So it's not Life's Been Good. Everybody knows that song, right?
Right.
The album that is on, I believe, came out in the same year as this. So it's not even on here. This is a lot of his earlier stuff. It's like from his first 3 solo albums, and then the James Gang as well, which James Gang shit is probably some of my favorite. But got a lot of solid stuff on here. 9 songs, 4 on side 1, 5 on side 2. Side 1 opens with Turn to Stone. Great fucking piece. If you ever see him do it live, it's one of his big, like, dude, he'll play like a 9-minute version live and go into those deep solos. Rocky Mountain Ways on the front side as well. Everybody fucking knows that one. That guitar riff is fucking legendary. Side 2. The 2 big ones that stick out on here to me on side 2 are the James Gang songs. Funk number 49.
Heater.
Shout out D-Funk out in Colorado on that one. And then Walk Away. Walk Away's got to be probably one of my favorite, probably my favorite Joe Walsh song as a whole. But again, it's a best of album. There's nothing too deep and too wild. You know what you're gonna get with it. But one of the greatest guitar players to ever walk the earth. And it's, like I said, this one's just mostly based off of a lot of his early stuff. So, no Life's Been Good, no Eagles shit,
Just straight up heat.
Yeah. Shows you where he came from. And honestly, man, that's we're gonna keep it short and sweet this week. Listen to some Joe Walsh, preferably not the Eagles style.
I hate
I know you hate the Eagles, and I know the dude hates the Eagles. But I don't mind them. I'll toss them on occasionally.
Fucking Eagles, man. Eagles point.
Eagles fucking point. Al, you got how do you plan on losing Bovada money this weekend, sir?
Dude, I've been
you've been on
out on here.
I keep fucking with you.
I know. Well, I got a fucking after a slow start.
I will say the actual picks you've thrown out there early on, you were just swinging and missing all day.
I know, but man, that Oklahoma bet I gave last week, that game was over at the end of the first half.
Is that a win? I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, it was a first-round matchup. It was at 8-9, but Oklahoma almost set a fucking record for points. I was watching that game with a smile on my face.
That was Friday game too, huh?
Yeah. So I don't think the people got it because it was uploaded on Saturday. But as long as it's on record, dude, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, March Madness. I'll bet tonight. Saying I ain't gonna bet is I'm lying every time I say that. I like the Penguins tonight again, dude.
Nashville.
Yeah, on the 3-way line, I think they're plus 110 and only minus 135 with the whole in the whole game. So Nashville's locked up their spot, I think.
If not, they're very close to it. They don't have a whole lot to worry about as far as the West goes.
Right. That's why you're getting the weird lines last night. Because who the fuck fucked me yesterday? Oh, I took the Sharks last night. Yeah. And it's like, nah, dude, they can't go anywhere.
They don't give a shit, dude. They're out there just running through the motions, just
giving up goals. They've lost 8 in a row.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
they secured their spot that long ago.
Jeez. Yeah, dude, the West is bad. The West, dude, if you look at the wild cards, but
I mean, Arizona's got a fuck. Although Arizona's been fun to watch, Arizona's got a chance. Like
no doubt. One big on the Penguins game. That's the biggest bet I've ever made to win that little of money. And they got down 2-0 quick. And I panicked, dude. I had to walk to the grocery store.
I saw that. I was like, ugh.
And I lit a cigarette up, and I was like, I'm not checking my phone the entire time I'm in here.
Yep.
And I didn't because I had music on, and I was like, fuck it. And I got out, and it was 2-2. And I was like, man, I love the grocery store.
I love those because I do that shit all the time. I'm one of those people that, like, if I bet on something, I'll continually watch it and keep an eye on it. Sometimes you just got to go, you know what? I'll put the phone down. I'm not going to check the scores for like an hour. I'll be back.
Oh, dude, it's the most gratifying, exciting feeling when you see, like, what? God damn it, there was a basketball game I had money on. They were down 15.
Yep.
Oh, Iowa, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa was down 25 points in the first half. I was at work, and I was like, this will get over, but I had them getting 8.
Right.
The next thing I know, someone was like, I will cut it to 5. I was like, are you fucking shitting me?
Well, and here's the thing. If you watch the scores, you stress out over it the whole fucking time.
I know.
As soon as you put it down and you come back, it's literally the greatest feeling. You're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, they had it. Told you. Knew it.
Dude, man.
Who gives a shit that they were down 25? They brought it back.
Left. Yeah, me and you were on the opposite spectrums when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Like 4-0. Like, dude, just don't go yet, man. If we get one here.
Al, you're like, if we get one here, we're right back in it. And I'm like, dude, this team's playing like a sack of shit. This is over. I'm out.
Yeah, but then I'll be quick, and I won't even say nothing. I just dip. When I've had it, I'm done. It ruins
they'll put
day.
one more in, and then you'll be like, oh, that's definitely it. And you don't even say anything. You're just like, oh, see you.
Yeah. And then I'll hit you up like 4 hours after that. Be like, man, who you liking the late games? But no, I'd ride the Penguins tonight. And then let me see. I saw some Heat this evening for basketball. I really like I like Houston over Kentucky. I'd money line that. I think Houston's more athletic than they are. I think Kentucky's due to get their ass kicked. And plus, I bet on Kentucky twice this year, and they've got completely teabagged. But I would take them either way. ESPN's got the line at 3 right now. Houston getting 3. I think that's going to be a fun game to watch. I hate Duke. I don't even like that Zion kid. I hate watching Duke. I was hoping Florida State was going to get another shot at them, but they're not. But tonight, dude, I'd take Houston and the Penguins, man. I like the Penguins. You know, Penn still got shit to play for. A lot of seeding left. Islanders lost to Winnipeg last night. So.
I know. No. Islanders did not lose to Winnipeg last night.
I thought they did. I turned.
No.
There was like 3 minutes left, and I turned it off.
They scored 2 in like fucking 40 seconds. Because I was playing with Johnson and Jordy last night, and I was kind of keeping an eye on it. And Jordy looked back at some point. He was like, "Dude, how the fuck do the Islanders have the lead right now?" And dude, they scored like 2 in 40 some seconds. They won last night.
I didn't even see that, dude. They had on ESPN.
You just assumed. Same thing we just talked about. You just assumed that it was.
Well, I didn't have any money on it. I would have watched it the whole way through. Yeah, why are you watching this shit?
Ah, fuck. Well, yeah, you know, that's the betting life.
It's a fun, great life.
Yeah, it's fun.
I listened to Artie Lang do a stand-up skit about it the other day, and he was like talking about, well, I'm a degenerate gambler, and someone in the crowd yells real loud, like, yeah, and he's like, and I could tell you are too. I could tell by the way you're dressed. And I was like, man, if that ain't the motherfucking truth.
All right, Al. Well, let's look at this. Let's peek at this old Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles fucking battle.
Did a lot of fighting in that. Not a lot of fighting. Not like the old ones. I used to get, like, people would get personal in them things.
But, 97 votes. We're 3 shy of 100 at the moment.
That's all right. I'm cool with that, dude.
That's pretty close.
Anything over 75, I'm like, all right. There's still some interest.
We got essentially a 60-40 split with Fruity up 59-41. As I thought it would be. The reason I feel people were going to go Fruity over Cocoa is just because you know, with the Cocoa cereal, you got a lot of other options.
Yeah, Funk made a great point with that.
Right. No, it wasn't Funk. Someone,
Mark's brother Josh made a point about there just being so many more better chocolatey cereals in the game.
Everybody close your ears for a second. Let me talk to Josh personally. 1 second. This is the SSP, right? I see a lot of people getting butthurt that other cereals aren't in this.
I know, but that's the thing. That wasn't an all-time cereal. That was like saying, what was your favorite power forward? Charles Barkley or fucking, you know?
Right.
It wasn't like who's the best of all time.
It's not about the all-time greatest, because let me tell you, I agree with everyone that there are much better cereals than those two out there.
It wasn't out there.
It
happens every time I put a poll out, dude.
These are the choices you have to make in life. Sometimes you only have Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles in your fucking pantry.
Yeah.
And you got to pick one. And we just want to know which one you'd pick.
Right.
So one of these days, Al, I suggest you give us a bad like you gotta decide between 2 bad things. Which would,
like losing an arm or a leg or something? I'll think.
Yeah, which would you rather do? You know, drown or burn to death. You know, kind of.
I'll get a good one, dude. I could think of a scenario for that, big time.
Yeah. Yeah, we come up with something like this, but it's the A or B decision.
Yeah, there's no multiple choice. I mean, yeah, it's A or B. There's no C or D. There's no none of the above.
There's no both of those. Look, if you don't like either choice, that's fine. You can abstain from the vote.
No one's for this. Isn't
Although we definitely prefer that you do and you make a decision, because sometimes you're forced to make decisions in life, and the SSP is one of them. So make a decision.
Hopefully, we'll clarify on that. And now this is going to be another one.
Oh, what do we got here, Al?
And you got to help me word this one tomorrow, because I'm going to fuck it up. But, everyone streams. Streaming's taking over the world.
It's all
yeah, I've been streaming sport. I mean, people fucking hit me up every Friday or Saturday, like, "Hey, how are you getting this?" Like, just give me 2 minutes, dude. I'll get you the best link. What are you using? Using an Xbox, your phone, or your computer?
Right.
And so yeah, and plus, I mean, I don't watch TV. I don't have Netflix, Hulu, Sling, or any of that. But that shit is huge. It's the biggest thing in entertainment right now. So I was thinking, I know Netflix was the original OG, still is the king, but I was going to try to word it as, do you prefer Netflix or The Field? But
so essentially, would you either A, have Netflix and Netflix only, or B,
The Field,
all other streaming services?
Right. It kind of
and you could have access to all of them, right?
Yes, but then you're gonna get someone like, well, I was originally gonna put, would you rather just have Sling or Hulu, and then someone's gonna hit me with one I've never heard of, and I'm like, oh my god,
right? And that's
level fuck.
But the field is a good one in this situation, because Netflix has a lot of power.
Oh, man, dude, they push their people around, dude. The amount of money that goes through there is probably sickening.
Yeah. Well, they know what they're doing. Let's be honest, they've got the best original content out there.
Okay.
And then they've also got rights to, the best of the best.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean. It reminds me of when Kentucky years ago, when you could seriously almost bet straight money Kentucky versus The Field.
Right. And here's the thing. Netflix, shout out Randy Havens, Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah. They got has that been exclusive through them the whole time, hasn't it?
Yeah, that doesn't count. I think that's a Netflix original, I believe. But they got a lot of originals. There's a lot of great shit on there. But I will say, I have noticed recently, because I do. I actually just finished up a trial of Sling TV.
Okay.
I've got Hulu. All the fucking bullshit. I run through them all when I'm looking for something specific. Amazon Prime Video, all that bullshit.
I forgot I even have that.
Yeah. That's a solid one, dude. You get Sopranos on there.
No shit, for free?
Yes, sir.
I didn't even know that, dude.
So Amazon Prime Video, they do a lot of HBO shit. Some of it's free. Some of it you have to pay for the extra HBO subscription for. But I believe Sopranos is free on there.
I remember seeing it when I first had Amazon, because also Amazon's Prime Music stream is excellent. I always forget I have that too.
Yeah, I haven't fucked with that really at all, to be honest. Spotify does enough for me.
They have a good playlist on there. I also only had it because Jimi Hendrix, they would never let any of his music go public, but somehow Amazon Prime were the first to acquire the rights. So I was on that all the time.
But no, the thing I have noticed, a lot of those other streaming, they're getting a lot of the same shit now. So when you look through movies on Netflix, there are very few that you find on Netflix that you can't find elsewhere.
Okay. Okay.
They're the originals, but I know Goodfellas and shit was on there, and I was like, yes, yeah. But then I was on Prime Video the other day, and it's on there too. And I think a lot of those movies and shit are just gonna widen up and start going a lot of other places instead of just Netflix.
Right.
So I think that's gonna have an effect. And the thing with that, when you say it like that, the field isn't too shabby in this situation, because if you think about things like Sling TV, you do get live TV with that as well.
Right, and then what's the Hulu? That's the
Hulu's got live as well.
Yeah,
you can get some local channels and shit like that. Netflix does not have that. Netflix is all on-demand content. The thing I like about live TV, when I had Sling, the thing I enjoyed about it most was I could put a channel on and just let it go. I don't have to, because I get stuck surfing through Netflix way too much, looking for something and trying to find something that is like exactly what I'm looking to put on. With live TV, you can put a channel on and then it just rolls and it just goes and it just throws shit on for you and you don't even have to think about it, which I kind of do like.
Right. Nice and chill and just let that roll in the background.
Can't tell you the amount of times I've got caught like half hour, been like, dude, I've been browsing Netflix for a half hour and haven't put anything on. What the fuck am I doing?
Right.
I don't know. That's an interesting one. I'm excited to see what the people think because there are a lot of other great options out there, and I'm sure we'll get some people talking in chat. You know,
well, I'll hit you up later. Right, I'll hit you up later. I gotta word it the right way. We'll see how. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should post from a computer so it stops double posting.
I know,
ladies
dude.
And gentlemen,
anything from my phone.
If you see the double post on the poll, don't even vote on the first one. Vote on the second one.
Dude, yeah. I'm off. I'll be able to do it from my computer. I don't understand. It does it for everything on there sometimes. Like
right? No, I've seen it for multiple things.
Yeah.
Even your shares and shit. I did. When I was looking up the results from last week. I just deleted the first one that popped up. I had 11 votes on it. I don't know if those 11 people voted on the second one or not, but
I know. Could have made a fucking huge decision.
That's ruined.
It could have. Fuck, that probably could have tied Cocoa Pebbles, but yeah, fuck it.
All right, I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. There's got to be a reason why I'm doing it. I'm not dumb to where I hit post and then type it again and post it.
Right.
Like,
it's something with the phone.
Yeah, guaranteed. But
well, all right, son, that was fun. Man, we ran a touch long today.
That's all right. I don't give a fuck. If they don't want to listen to the whole thing, they ain't have to. Ain't nothing forced down there.
But, all right, son. All right. Well, we'll catch you next week.
Go Pens and go Buccos.
Let's go, baby. Baseball.
All right, brother.